And as we told you earlier in tonight's newscast, Red Raider Nation lost a legend Monday night. Gabe Rivera passing away at the age of 57. We heard from friends and teammates earlier. Raiderland's Ryan Hyatt, like many of you, got to enjoy Rivera as a fan and joins us with his thoughts on senior sack.
Simply put, Gabe Rivera was the singularly most dominant player I ever saw wear a Texas Tech football uniform. The term unique is rarely applied to players, and he was unique. Recruited to Texas Tech first as a tight end. That's how good he was coming out of high school athletically. He moved to the defensive line, and he did things on the interior of the defensive line that you would see done from a defensive end standpoint for the next decade by a guy named Lawrence Taylor. Gabe Rivera was big, he was fast, he was a good guy, he was gregarious, and he was fun to watch play at a time when there weren't a lot of fun things going on the field for Texas Tech. It's a shame that the rest of the talent couldn't have been put in place to have him shine on an even bigger stage. But when they were on the biggest of stages, he usually did shine. He was National Player of the Week on a trip up to Washington against a very good Don James squad where he gained complete national attention, making plays all over the field. In fact, that's one of the things that I think a lot of Red Raider fans will remember about Gabe Rivera, not just the sacks, and he earned the nickname quite well, but he could run down running backs down the field 60 yards. He had a play against Arkansas one afternoon, and this is the time when everybody was running option football. After the pitch is made, he sprints down the field, runs down the running back, keeping him from scoring a touchdown. Those plays were numerous. You see the iconic image of him ripping a helmet off an offensive lineman. That's been memorialized over the years in paintings and pictures as well. Just an iconic image there of Gabe Rivera. He led, obviously, 2 lives. One was on the field. It was cut short tragically. A drunk driving accident would end his football career before it ever started with the Steelers. How much did they value Gabe Rivera? In the great draft of 1983, he was taken in the first round by a Steelers franchise that needed to replace a guy named Terry Bradshaw. They left a guy named Dan Marino on the board to get Gabe Rivera. His next period of life would be marked obviously by being paralyzed. After a time of bitterness, though, he turned that around into helping others, and he really became a star all over again here in the state of Texas. One of the best ever to wear the uniform. There's a reason he's in the Hall of Honor and more. A lot of folks going to miss Gabe Rivera, including me.